to Ask TJ About Marketing. I'm your host, Terry Johnson from TerryJohnsonOnline.com. Here today to talk about marketing and marketing strategy. Yes, we're going to answer a marketing question, a basic marketing question that you may not know or you may know and you need clarification on it. So we're going to talk about those marketing questions and get you the answer that you need. So on this show, we talk about marketing questions that have to do with content marketing, social media marketing, email marketing, website blogs, anything that has to do with the world of online business. And you may have had this question for a while and never got the answer to, or didn't get a answer that helped you out. So you're going to be able, hopefully, you're going to be able to get that today. So let's get right into today's question. And today's question is, so we're going to talk a little bit about hashtags.
No.
It's still a thing. Hashtag talk is still a thing. Now you're going to hear a lot of people online. I mean, because it how can I say this? It makes sense to say something that's negative in order to get attention. Does that make sense? So they say things to get, oh, you're not supposed to use hashtags. Oh, you're only supposed to use 5 hashtags. And I'm talking about on Instagram most, because that's where people use hashtag the most. They do use them on TikTok. They're effective there. They do use hashtags on LinkedIn. They're effective there. Now on Facebook, you can use them, but they're not, that's not the way Facebook really works. So I'm going to get into that. But hashtag, and let's back it up. So, because this is basic. So let's talk about hashtags. Hashtags are keywords, and they put the little hash sign in front of you. You know, this sign? Hashtags. That's what a hashtag is. It's simply a keyword that you're going to use, and you put a little hashtag somewhere in front of it. And it's a way to categorize content so it's easily found online. Okay, so everybody pretty much knows there's a search feature in each of the social media platforms. You click the little magnifying glass or the search box or whatever, and you type in what you want to know. And the way we used to do it was a keyword. So if I wanted to look up, say, jewelry, like I want to see what jewelry is happening, what style, what type, whatever, I would type in jewelry or gold jewelry or silver or ethnic, or I could whittle it down by putting in a word or two, and then the platform goes, okay, I know what you want. Here's some posts where people have used the hashtag of the keywords that you put in. Is everybody getting that? It's keywords.
I like that.
Okay, so it's a way to categorize it. I always bring the definition. So let me bring up my note where I say hashtag. Okay, so where's my definition here? I got a lot of content here to talk about hashtags. So it's just a way of categorizing. So hashtags are keyword or phrases that are preceded by the hashtag symbol. Everybody knows the hashtag symbol. And they allow you to categorize and search for content on social media platforms. And it's not just Instagram, X, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can include them, but that's not really a place to search. So just think topics and keywords that I want to type in to wherever platform I own, because I want to categorize. I want to find what I'm interested in. That's the part of it. You want to find what you're interested in. So you don't want to wade through all the content. And I always use this analogy of golf. I don't like golf, so you can never get me to watch or consume any content about golf. So if I happen to come across that, I'm going to swipe through real quick. I'm going to mark it as not interested or whatever, the way that the platform allows you to say, I'm not interested. And so Instagram has done that a lot. Trying to think, TikTok has it, but you have to know where to go. Most of the platforms have a button or a setting or an option that says, I don't like this. Okay.
Right.
Mark's here. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Let me see.
Mark is the comment.
Mark says, now I simply mention something and Alexa, Siri, or someone listens and I'm trolled by ads about that thing.
Yes. The ads.
Yes.
We're not ever going to get away from ads. I don't see it.
I forgot what the word is when the targeting ads. Yeah.
So that's so a little side combo about ads is that now they're starting to target you. And let's not get too technical, but it was, cookies and a little piece of content that follows you around when you're searching on the computer, and it says, oh, you like this brand shoes, or you like this brand this, and then the next time you go somewhere else, that ad on that brand or that topic pops up because they have the technology for it. And again, that is going away, like the cookie is going away, like the little technology that allows Google and Facebook and other things to follow you and see your interest. So, but we're going to talk about that. They slowly talking about they're going to take away the cookie. I think Google still has it, but we'll talk about that because that is useful for a business owner. When you want to run ads, that little piece of that little piece of software or that little piece of code is very helpful in helping you target your audience. On the other side, the audience doesn't like the ads, so where are we? You either watch an ad or you have to pay.
Yep.
You either watch the ad, you have to pay, and YouTube is really getting into that where it's like they're putting out more and more ads because they're driving you to the paid. So really, there's no option. It's either paid or an ad.
Yeah. Or like old school TV.
You're either going to watch an ad or you're going to pay the premium cost or you're just going to go away. That's another choice. Well, I'm just not going to be on this platform. And the platform goes, okay.
But they've built us up to be conditioned. We're conditioned for certain things. And so even if they took away a portion of it or changed it to subscription, most people are going to probably join in because they're used to
there's some groups that are going to want to watch an ad and some groups of people that are going to want to pay, and that you have to decide what camp you want to be in. So but let's get back to the hashtag. So why do we use hashtags? Why are hashtags used? And it's because it's about increasing increasing the visibility of your content. So let's say, and we always talk from the perspective of the business owner, not creators, influencers, which we are creators, but we have a different goal. Our goal for being on social media is what? To be discovered,
right,
by a new audience, by new eyes, by new people, or to connect with the people that already know about you. But that's like second level. First level is I want to be discovered by new people, and I want them to see my business and my content and possibly connect with my business if it is a match. That's the target audience. So you can put your content out. It's real easy to do. We also talked, I think a few weeks ago, about it being free because they could charge you. They could charge you to make a post, but right now it's free. So that means you are free to create content. There is no charge. You post and you hope for the best. Now, some people do hope for the best, but the smart ones go, hey, I need a strategy. And that's what we're talking about here. So you go, hey, I'm going to create the content that my target audience wants, that they're going to connect with. You've done the research on that. You know all about your audience. You know what they are attracted to. So you put that out, but you use the hashtag to give it a little zhuzh, a little boost, a little, okay, we're going to put a little extra nitro on this and see if we can get in front of even more people. That's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. You can put the hashtag on, and here's another key with the hashtag. It has to be a relevant hashtag. Has to be a relevant hashtag. Now, what does that mean, relevant? Well, as I said, you've made the content that you know is going to attract your target audience. You know what they want to hear, see, read, the words, the keywords, and then you use those. You don't just use any. And for example, I'm thinking of one like hashtag like on Instagram. Like people say, oh, put hashtag like, because everybody, well, that hashtag like has like 1 billion posts attached to it. I'm joking. I don't know the number, but it's big.
It's a lot.
So here's the key. When you use a popular hashtag like hashtag light or hashtag love or any of those others that when you go and search on Google, they tell you what to use. That's old strategy. We're not talking about that anymore. But when you do that, the turnover of content, or especially on Instagram, I'm going to use Instagram a lot because that's like the place where most hashtag strategy happens. The turnover on content on Instagram is so fast. It's a blink of an eye. Boom. And if you use a big hashtag that has all of these posts attached to it, like hashtag love, hashtag like, hashtag marketing in my case, I mean, I could use that, but I'm not going to get any juice out of that. Because nobody's going to see it.
Because it's like putting a drop of water in the ocean.
Yeah, bing! It instantly merges with the big ocean. And you go, well, where's that one drop? You ain't gonna see it. So that's why you have to use relevant hashtag. And this word relevant comes a lot with social media. It has to be relevant. Because if, like I use the analogy, if you're a golfing person or your thing is golf industry, I'm not ever going to see you because that's not my thing. So the people that you want to attract they go, well, that is my thing.
Yes.
And you make the content that attracts them. You do the reel, the video, the graphic that's going to grab them visually. You get them with the content in the caption, and you put the hashtag in. Now, there's a lot of people, and I see them on YouTube. Oh, hashtags are dead. And well, they're probably on TikTok too. I haven't been there in a while. I do go and check it out, but there are lots of people going, don't use hashtags. Instagram is going to shadow ban you. Instagram is going to suppress your posts. Instagram won't show. And I'm like, you guys don't know anything, do you? But you're just out there spreading this misinformation and panic and getting people all upset because they want to do something perfectly and they just want to post and go. And I'm like, you can't do that. You got to do some research on relevant hashtags. You have to do that. You have to get the ones that are relevant, and that means they relate to what you're talking about. So again, the jewelry and the golf. Like if I'm a jewelry person, I make custom made jewelry that's gold and whatever, I would never use hashtag golf because it's not relevant. You see, I would use jewelry, gold jewelry, and I would do research to see what other things my audience is thinking of or looking for when they think about buying jewelry.
So I had to do this for the real estate. I had to sit down one afternoon after hearing you and figure out what are the hashtags for first-time buyers, first-time home buyers. Hashtag home buyers channel. I had to go in and sit down and, 916 real estate or whatever.
Right. How many times did you do that? You do that
one time after you sit down and get your list in and see my notes. So I do not have to ever go in there and do that again.
The only thing you have to do is just keep up with the trends of what is trending. And you could do that twice a year or, seasonal or however you want to do it, depending on your industry. But you only have to do that once. You don't sit down every time. I gotta make a post today. Let me go and research my hashtag. No, you do it once.
And you keep them where you can just copy and paste whichever ones you need for the post that you're doing.
Yeah, you can go to notes. If you're on iPhone, you can use whatever note app that you have that stores documents, Google, it doesn't matter. As long as you research them and then you post them, you paste them somewhere where you can find them, some kind of note-taking app, because then when you get ready to do a post, all you have to do is open it up, copy and paste and put it in. Now, here's one thing I talk about a lot is keywords everywhere. Keywords everywhere is a tool that you can use. Well, how do I find out what hashtags I need to find? Well, that's called searching. That's Google. That's Google Trends. That's I'm trying to think of, if you're still on X, you can go to Trends and see what's trend. You can see what people are talking about in the moment. Right. And that can give you a clue as to, I might want to use that hashtag today because it's trending over on X, or it's trending over on, Threads doesn't have the hashtag yet, but it's somewhere popular on TikTok. I would go to TikTok. If you still have it, if you're using it, you can still go and search and it will pop up with, and I love TikTok with the hashtags. If you put in one hashtag, it gives you like 20 suggestions.
Right.
It gives you a lot, and you don't have to use the app. You can go on the desktop. I think you can search on the desktop, but it will pop up and ask you to log in or sign up. I just, I try to get past that. But you can use that for searching. You can use Google Trends. You can use Google itself. The suggestive search box. When you type in Google, you type in a word and it helps you. Also, YouTube does this. You type in a keyword and then there's a drop down box that goes, oh, do you want this, because it's based on what people have searched on before. So those are all tools you want to use. So remember that the hashtags help you increase the visibility of your posts, reach new audiences, and drive more engagement. All things we want in order to grow our brand presence online, which increases visibility, brings in more people who may become customers. That customer buyer journey I always talk about. That's what it's about. So you want to use these hashtags. It's also a way for people to join a conversation publicly online, and then if you want to, you can take that private. That's why we have things like Patreon. People that have YouTube channels will, and Fran brought it up, they will have a membership section, or they will have a Patreon, or they will have something else where you can go and take the conversation offline further. Think safe space, communities, like-minded. But you always start off with the bigger picture of, I want to be on the bigger platforms using hashtags to draw visibility, to categorize the conversation that people are looking for, and you want to draw them in to what you want to do. And rule number 1, remember, relevant hashtags. So think about that. So relevant targeted hashtags, and it's not a guarantee. So I hope this discussion helped answer that question for you. And if you have if you need clarification, or if you need more information about this topic, reach out to me, TerryJohnsonOnline.com, or go to your favorite social media platform. I'm on most of them. Look for Terry Johnson Online. Terry Johnson Online. Search for that. Find me on your favorite social media platform. Reach out, ask me a question in the DMs and the comments on a post, wherever you feel like you need to ask me a question, and I will answer it. Don't worry, I will answer it. So I hope that discussion helped you with the answer to this question, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.